Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Running back goes in motion. Turns it on in midfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Might as well give it to him again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. You've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep moving. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 3, Baylor 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Game 7. Coming up, 4th down.
And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go right back to him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He'll do it himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give out of the gun. Shakes off the tackler. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bitonio. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Tennessee 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job.
The expressway is wide open. At the 20. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Volunteers! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bitonio. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The give from the gun. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. And they swarm him under.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, man, I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs for the tackle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you're getting here. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Getting some heat. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Volunteers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Baylor, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6th, but they'll have the 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offense. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year, but this is the time. This is an opportunity for him to break the seal.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, travel.
Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Vols decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
With the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The crowd gets behind this defense. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Bears! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone when they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. Got it! Touchdown, Tennessee! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. Fair catch, called for and made. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.